Hi, Raxby.
Hey man, what's up?
So the cranes are pretty important. Like you said, you saw some birds earlier. So this is Chulip.
I
This
like
is
the
a game.
music.
It's nice. It's nice. And this is of course is our save. Good old Charchim. And the dog is actually named Rocky.
Okay, hey Rocky. Why is there a guy in the tree?
That is actually actually kind of a main character, but we are level 4 Beggar Boy, so I think we have like 7 kisses. And the bathroom is a save point.
Oh, that's the same in No More Heroes.
Oh really?
Yeah, you'd like take a shit to save
No,
the game.
That's interesting. I imagine that we just go number 1 in this. So that is our dad.
Okay,
And
he's a newspaper.
he's reading the newspaper. Can you see like the top of his head behind him?
Oh, okay, yeah, just barely, I think. That's a
Yep.
huge newspaper, though.
So we're at pretty low life or health or whatever. So the way we do that is we actually take out our little fold-away bed because we can't afford a nice one, and we go to sleep for the night. And this is a part of the level up, kind of like you can get as many kisses as a person wants, but until they go to sleep, they actually won't get credit for them.
Oh, right, okay.
We actually kissed our eucalyptus tea. You didn't see that, but we did. I didn't just take my word for it. We did. Oh wait, this is our 7th kiss. We are not making it to the better level yet, but we will get all of our hearts filled.
Well, that's still useful, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So the 1/17 is our health?
Yep. And that
Oh,
will
yeah,
be
and
17 out of 17. The old heart in the light bulb.
Alright, nice.
Yeah. So Charchim is feeling rested and happy. It's kind of odd because like the health is both like physical health and also like emotional health. So we're just gonna kind of cut here. This is Long Life Town. Like I said, this is the first area of the game, or as far as we know now, the only area of the game. But I say we go talk to this dude.
They all look very weird.
Yeah, this is the shop owner who actually has a secondary job, but I don't think we'll get there quite yet. But we can't afford anything that they have.
Can we just buy tobacco even though we're like a kid?
Yeah, we can. And actually, we need it. We need the tobacco to beat the game. Or to get all the kisses. We need the tobacco for a kiss. So, there is a town cop whose name is Policeman. And, he has this little crime board where we can see a character that I know who it is.
Ooh,
But I don't think you know who it is yet. That's gonna actually become very important sometime. So we have a few items. We have a cold sweet potato, and we also have the card of our love interest, whose name is Mel, by the way. Or the girl's name is Mel. But hey, there's a vending machine. Let's buy some funny cola. Like I said, funny cola.
Funny.
Yep. So of course I haven't gotten that item yet. I think this is the first time I got that item, so I'm like, what does it do? I'll eat it. Let's see how many hearts I get. No.
Yeah, swallowing a can does not seem safe.
No. Actually, I think I'll show this later, but Charchim gets hurt by the cola because it's too sweet.
Really? Even if you would just drink it?
Yep.
Oh, I think we died.
We jumped too far. So, we can have our dad read the paper. So actually right now, he's gonna explain one of the kisses that we get if we take all the trains, which we can't take any trains yet, because there is a rock blocking the track. And unfortunately, they actually accused Charchim of putting the rock there, even though he didn't. He just got the fucking town.
He dies by drinking cola. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to be strong enough to move a rock.
Yeah. So, hey, that's something. The door opened up. I think this might be the first time we go here. Yeah, this is actually the first time I even noticed this place. But at 8 o'clock, the shack shop will open. Or not the shack shop, the snack shop.
Let's get a snack.
Yeah, there's an old
She
lady.
makes a mess.
Yeah, she does. She's actually quite old. She's I think she's actually even older than octogenarian. So she's 80. She's even older than 80 years old. But we have a few items here. Most of them just improve our health or our hearts, or whatever. I don't know if you want to look at it like Zelda or like Street Fighter. So it's up to you. But we got a heart chocolate, I think, because that's about all we can afford.
Mm-hmm.
The currency in this game is Z.
Z.
Z. I think there might actually be like a fucking name for it, but they just have it called Z here. So we're gonna turn this corner and actually you'll get to see this is Mel. This is the girl. This is the point of the game.
So let's give her the chocolate heart, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here you go.
Right. There you go.
This is actually me finding out that Mel is the item explanation person.
Oh.
See, it's too sweet. Just like I said. And so if you show her any item, she'll explain what it's used for. And she says her mom threw away her dad's film. And that will become very important sometime.
That's interesting to make it a person explain everything rather than just have an option in the menu.
Yeah, and not just a person, but like the second most important character.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of those kind of things in Chulip. And there is our first typo. I think it says saw them in the ground, but it's supposed to be sow them. I think. I've never heard of anyone sawing seeds, but I guess they could. They could like just take out like a buzz tooth saw and
yeah, I mean,
go at the ground.
If you're ambitious enough.
Yeah. Yes, it's true. So someone just came out of the ground.
Oh yeah,
and he's
like
a
a boxer?
He knocked him down. This is one of technically it's it's a potential kiss, and he just fucking clocked this in the jaw. But if we talk to him by pressing the X button, he'll just fucking deck us right in the face. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Did that? That was on.
I know.
So,
I know.
like they're on a
he's
timer.
coming back.
Yeah, so I think he's there for like an hour and 15 minutes. And there's a way you can check that. But I'm not going to say what it is because you probably won't see it coming.
Okay, well, I'm curious now.
Oh, good. Here is the fortune teller actually. He's just kind of sitting there and he ignores us now, but every so often he'll actually pop up and tell us our fortune. And that is, fuck, I forgot her name. Julie. No, not Julie. Julie's another person. She is, Michelle. That's her name. Michelle is the cleaning lady. I feel stupid for forgetting that.
And do you get a kiss from her as well?
That's down the road. But we get knocked over by that jackass. These are actually Mel's parents. Mel, the girl of our dreams, is a runaway who ran across the fucking street. But she's living by herself as a vagabond.
I think she should be very happy she didn't get her dad's nose.
I think Charchim should be happy too.
Yeah.
So, this is Goro. He is a sweet potato salesman. What's us know about that?
Sweet potatoes.
Yep.
To be fair, potatoes are pretty good.
Sweet potatoes are great, but he does not want to give us one. So no, he says. So let's give him one.
Doesn't seem like much of a salesman if he won't sell his wares.
He doesn't like us because we're poor. He doesn't like Charchim because he doesn't have any money. He's kind of like a lower class citizen in his mind.
But if we literally have enough money in our inventory,
yeah, to buy one, yeah. Oddly enough, I don't sweet potatoes. I don't think there's an entire place in the game where a person can buy them. I think there are just items that a person can pick up. So, speaking of buying stuff, let's go to the cheap pot.
With a big hole in the sign for no reason.
But this is actually a store, but currently it's empty.
I like the chicken head.
The chicken head's pretty cool. The chicken head will actually make noise every time Charchim talks to the owner.
Huh.
And speaking of the owner, he's going to be right off screen. There he is. That's Cheapot. That's his dog Rocky.
Was he the same guy who was in the tree?
No, he's not the same. That's a different character. And we can't get Rocky a kiss. I like Rocky.
Yeah,
He's happy right now.
I really like the style of the game. Like, it has a really nice charm to it. Like the bit of like Japanese silliness, but I think it works well, and I like it. Oh, she has a telescope.
Yes, Mel has a telescope, and she lets us know it's dangerous. Now, there's a reason it's dangerous. I'm not sure if it's gonna come up in these videos, but we can use our telescope, and I believe this might be the first time I use a telescope. I'm not quite sure.
Ooh.
It says we should make a wish when we see a shooting star.
Can we just wish to kiss her?
Her wish is secret. But hey, look, there's a crane. The deal with the crane is that Cheapot actually, Cheapot gives us a crane feather.
Okay.
And he is looking for something that we might know has to do with the crane. I think we do. Yeah. Or we can use a telescope again. And she can't find the shooting star. But that crane's there. Alright. So we don't kiss anybody. We just get this short little scene instead of going to the tree. But that tree from the intro is actually in the sleep one. When Chartrim gets a kiss and goes to sleep, the tree will be there.
Right.
Currently, there's also an issue with the alarm clock is broken. That is also something that's going on in the game right now, is that we can't... The alarm clock will always go off at the same time.
Okay, and later on you can set it yourself.
Perhaps. But the third story of the paper will talk about potential kisses that we can get. And that one is from Mecha Yadzilla. But our dad's pretty worried about it. And the top story will just give us our current, like, big-time mission kind of deal. And right now, the mission is to get the rock off the railroad tracks.
Alright, because we were blamed for that, so we need to clear our name, even though we didn't do anything.
Yes. See, there's Michelle. Michelle, okay, I'll just get down to it. Michelle is, fucking scary. Whenever Charcham talks to her, her eyes turn like yellow and red, and Cheapot's going through his stuff because he's an antique salesman.
Okay.
Now, if we would go with Rocky when he is sleeping and guarding the door, he'll actually bark at us and it'll scare him and he'll lose some hearts. But he'll just sleep in the house too. See, there you go. There's a chicken.
Oh yeah, he's sleeping in a house because he was wearing a house.
Yep. So the thing with Cheapot is that he actually sells things for the same amount as oh, it's too valuable for you to sell. Oh yeah, because we tried using the film on
Mal's dad?
Yeah, Goto. And he didn't want it. So I was like, fuck it, I don't need this, why do I have it? There's a use for this films, but we're probably a few hours away from that. Dear new tenant, this house is the worst place to live. Yep. That's good advice to be saying. I think what can turn people off to this game, or rather what people cannot like about this game, is that the hints they have are in very odd places. I wouldn't say that it's like impossible to figure out. But it's unconventional in my opinion. Maybe it's more commonplace in Japan, but speaking of Goro though, here's an old poster. 11 Beyond by Goto Arashi. An Evil Doll 2. Goto's problem is he's a drunk. He's currently hungover. Have we? No, we haven't.
I haven't.
Yeah. There you go. That is Julie. Julie is Mel's mom.
Alright.
And we'll say yes. I bet you don't. Yeah, she doesn't like us either. So.
I mean, why ask if you're not gonna believe us anyway?
Yeah, well, at this point in the game, that is a big issue that we have to get over, is that the girl that we want to be with, her parents don't give a shit about us.
Yeah, that's not the best situation.
Let's go to the store. Let's fucking buy something. We got some money. No, we don't. We don't have enough for these movies. We're fucking way below it. I think we have like... We need to have 6 times more money so we can buy one. And there's like 5 of them.
Damn.
But from the way it looks like one of those movies are going to be... I'm going to stop talking now because this is how we find information about the characters. Or just the NPCs, pretty much. These are the underground residences. I don't know if I'm boring. But,
This sounds like a really creepy interrogation room.
But you recall the boxer from earlier?
Oh, yeah.
There he is. This is where he lives.
In the face.
This is Champ. His hobby is cross-punching. He lets us know exactly when we can get there.
Alright.
He says don't bother him because... And that's going to be very important if we want to kiss him. Make him feel better. So, this is the park. Wundasura Park.
So how did you access that sequence?
Sorry, that was something that takes a long time. There's an earlier part of the game where Charchim can't get across the street, and then so his basically his mentor fixes it for him. Now we can go to that park.
All right.